Okay. Good morning, beloveds. I'm still a sweaty mess. It's 72 degrees, I think, out there. And the humidity is really high. So, I came home from the park soaked. But it was, physically it was an awful day in the park. I had to fight for the 2 miles. But I did get the 2 miles done. But being in the park was good. The squirrels, we saw a fair number. We remember the peanuts this week, so there were a fair number of squirrels. We did get yelled at by a blue jay and saw the blue jay and one of the woodpeckers. I don't think the picture of the woodpecker is going to come out. I think he was too far away. And then there's you can walk into where there's a small dog park and a retaining pond. And so we walked over there and there were a couple of herons. And I think I got a couple of really good pictures of the herons. So, yes, because the water was absolutely flat. And so I was getting reflection pictures with the heron, including one where one of the herons was in flight. So it was really pretty. It's white. It may not be a heron. It could be a crane. But, all right, there. Okay, so we are doing A New Design for Living by Ernest Holmes. So let's do the housekeeping and then we will get on with that. Would you stop trying to cover the food up? Giovanni has this obsession with covering food up. He just sat there and ate it out of the bowl and now he's trying to cover it up. Why? And his brother doesn't care. So I don't know what's going on with that cat. All right. We were doing the housekeeping, and the housekeeping is simply me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact, email, info@creativelife.org. The website, no. So the email is one a week, tells you what's going, info@creativelife.org. You get one email a week unless something unusual happens. I will point out we do live on the Gulf Coast, and our weather is a thing. Which would be about the only reason you would get if something unusual happens. That would be the only reason you get more than one. And it is a blind CC. It means that nobody will see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. And the hot links are hot. It tells you what's going on for the week and the month, and the hot links are hot. So if it says click here now, it means it. It'll take you right to the information or the person that can help you get it. Now, the last thing I'm going to mention, and I'm only mentioning simply from the standpoint of I'm doing this on social media, is the social media. We do not monetize the social media. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is to engage with the pages. Go like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you are on, and then engage with the individual posts by commenting, sharing, and reacting to the posts. It bumps us in the algorithms. More people see our stuff, which is the whole goal of social media. So it's a free and easy way you can support the center. All right. Let me get a drink of water. I'm trying to see if I can get him to come over here. Yep. Now, if I can get him to come up here, because it's not Dante, it's Gio. And he's gone. Nope. Gio will not make a cameo for you. Apparently Dante is much more camera ready, which is funny because Gio's pretty, but just wants nothing to do with camera. All right. So we are doing A New Design for Living. We've just gotten started, which means I haven't looked it up yet to see what it is, but I have read the intro and the foreword. And so we are going to, and I'm going to take my time with this. We're going to do real short sections because I'm trying to give myself some grace in the morning. And then it also gives me a chance to actually think about what I've read. Whereas when I'm reading the 5 pages, it kind of gets away from me and I don't always get to think about what I've read. So, the little section we're doing today is Discover New Worlds. Thoughts are things. Matter is mind and form. Mind is matter unformed. Very interesting if true, and if true, the implications are tremendous. What foundation can we discover that could lead us to believe such a conclusion is valid and logical? Let us take a more considered look at the world about us and try and ascertain its relationship to the unseen world of the mind. Okay. Very few of us have had the opportunity or the inclination to work in any of the many fields of science. But there is no reason why the results of the work that is being done should not be of interest to us. In fact, many of the stories and photographs appearing in the newspapers and magazines could have a greater significance for us if we would read and look at them with a fresh viewpoint. Oh. Okay. Well, that was it on that section. So I guess I'll go ahead and do orderly atoms. And then we'll we'll take a pause. All right. Have you ever seen X-ray diffraction photography? They are photographs showing the inner structure of crystals or metals as revealed by the paths of X-rays through them. What do they look like? The pictures have pinpoints of lights arranged in regular symmetrical patterns, sometimes circular, other times linear. The X-rays have bounced off the atoms or molecules comprising the substance under examination, indicating their orderly and regular arrangement. The most precise and accurate clock that humanity has ever been able to devise, one which is the master timepiece for the country, is not controlled by springs or weights, or even by the more reliable method of using the vibrations of a quartz crystal. The heart of the clock, the basis of its phenomenal accuracy, is the ammonia molecule. I did not know that. We may not even be using the same clock, but I did not know. Okay, that's interesting. I may have to look that up. When certain atoms or molecules are excited by a sufficient amount of energy, they start to vibrate. Nothing now known to humanity is more constant than this rate of vibration. And from these vibrating atoms or molecules, through a sequence of electronic components, a frequency-controlled flow of power is derived, which moves the hands of a clock. How accurate is it? Previously, humanity had used the sun, the planets, and the stars to regulate the accuracy of a master timepiece. But those astronomical bodies now seem to be far less accurate than they were supposed to be. A vibrating molecule has a constancy which seems impossible to surpass, and a molecular clock does not vary more than 1 second in 300 years. And this variation, no doubt, resides in the parts of the clock, not in the molecule. Okay. Yep, nope. I think I'm going to stop there because now I'm going to go look this clock up. So I did 2 sections because that one section was way shorter than I was expecting. But, this is what's going to happen. So that may happen more than once where I'll end up doing 2 sections. But, okay. And the funny thing is back in, I forget when, I took one of the early roots classes and looked into this was more than 15 years ago. And I looked into, I think it's Democritus. He posited, now he's Greek and ancient, 2000 BC. He posited about the atomic structure, the atoms, the molecules, the neutron, the neutron, positron, and electron. He posited that. And at the time that I had written the report, we still hadn't actually photographed that. We had photographed molecules, but not atoms. I think now we've gotten down to where we can photograph atoms. I don't know that we can, I don't know how far down we've gotten. And so it's one of those things where periodically I'll go and look and see how far we've gotten. Because like he's talking about an ammonia clock, and now I'm wondering, okay, well, what's the most accurate clock in the world? Is it run by ammonia? I'm gonna go look it up. But his point is that, because if you do look at crystals, they have a very orderly structure. Honestly, when you look at the human body, the cells are arranged in a very orderly way. So where he's going with this is that there is an order back of the universe. Well, if there's an order back of the universe, then there's a principle back of that. And if there's a principle back of that, we can use that principle. So our life does not have to be chaotic, because nature isn't. It may look like it is on a surface level, but when you get below the surface, nature's got a plan. Everything has a plan. So we can too. All right. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a take care of yourself day, a we're getting ready for that new year day, a do what you got to do day, a take a break day, a cuddle with your fur babies day, a drink plenty of water day, a I know my air conditioner is on day, but prepare for the cooler weather. My ivies are going to have to come back in, but I don't think the aloes are, because it's only supposed to get to 34 on, Tuesday morning. Day. So prepare for the weather to change day, which is what we're always doing here. Talk to a good friend day. Do something nice for yourself day. Do something nice for somebody else day. I have no idea day. I'm going to bake a berry tart day, because we got a bunch of berries we need to use up before they go bad day. So do something creative day, whatever that looks like. I spent all day assembling Lego flowers yesterday. I have one more to go, and it's a big one. It's an orchid plant. I'm super excited about it, but that's neither here nor there. What was I about to say? Day. Have a good laugh day, watch some cartoons day, have a good day. And if that is too much pressure, because occasionally it is, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. My favorite part of that sentence. And as Reverend Jessica likes to call us, you are a godling. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. Anything at all. Oh, all right. Yeah. I don't know what day of the week it is anymore, which is a nice problem to have. Like, I woke up in the middle of the night thinking, oh, I need to find it. I never contacted Jared to see if we're going to go to the gym tomorrow, because I don't know if we're going to go to the gym tomorrow. And the other part of that is, oh, I forgot the Saturday night Hallmark movie. Yeah, no, I didn't. Today is Saturday. So, all right, beloveds, I will be back tomorrow. I will either be back at 8:45 if I go to the gym, or 9-ish, after 9-ish if I don't go to the gym. So, Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you today. I'll see you tomorrow when I see you tomorrow. Take care of yourself.